Hello, my little munchkins, my little chickens, and my little crones. How are you this evening? Well, I hope you're doing great. As for me, I'm doing pretty great myself. Well, I have to get you caught up on what's going on over the weekend. Well, first of all, it's been a little bit of this and it's been a little that that's been going on. Same old stuff, same old talk, same old people going on. However, one of the things that I did find out over the weekend, just in case you didn't get caught up, I'm your girl to keep you caught up on pop culture and what's going on in the world around us. If you didn't know, Ann Keish, she was found, when they found her after the reports came in, that she was found with cocaine and amphetamines, I think, in her system. Or fentanyl, or fentanyl, that's it, I'm sorry. Cocaine and fentanyl. That is what is allegedly that was said that was found in her system. However, when I saw the cars going zoom, 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 when I saw her car going down and they showed footage because somebody camera picked her up in their neighborhood, oh my God, I don't know. That was just dangerous. That's somebody that was very, very, very troubled, to say the least, and such a tragedy, really it is. And again, my prayers go up for her family and her sons. Really, it's a tragedy. It's almost unthinkable. Well, with that, I want to go into something a little milder, and that is, of course, Sherri, my beautiful, beautiful little baby Crone baby, Crone. She loves Sherri Shepard, and she wants you to know, again, about Sherri, that she doesn't mean no harm, that she's not taking nothing out, she's not going to be a main co-host, that's not what she wants to be about. Baby Crone also want you to know that she's going to be friendly and kind, and this is no dig to Wendy. She doesn't have anything negative to say about Wendy. She wants you to know that she believes that Sherri Shepard cares very, very much about Wendy. She just want to get on with her own show. She's not trying to hurt Wendy. This is what Baby Crone wanted me to say. Am I right, Baby Crone?
Yes.
Is there anything that you want to add to that other than ditto?
Yeah, no, you summed it up perfectly.
Okay, thank you. So let me get that Baby Crone out of the way. Okay, so something else that got to me today was about this preacher. His name is Alan Parr. Parr. Anyway, he was given this interview about Beyonce, and he was talking about her music, and he was talking about how she done had 4 horses, and how she was, the picture of her on this pale horse was during the time when we were going through C-19. So this is why the pale horse. However, he brought something out and began to show how she has been 4 horses. She done been the pale horse, she done been the red horse, the black horse, and the white horse. And he's troubled because he thinks that she is satanic and a Satan worshiper or whatever. Devil's music, that means Satan worshiper. However, being on the opposite side and standing neutral between both of these, I don't understand this. I'm a little confused. However, my question is, how much a Christian is a Christian? Only a Christian can answer that. A true devout Christian who wants to live holy, well, they would never listen to Beyonce. But let me defend Beyonce. When Beyonce made her Lemonade album, Beyonce, as far as I'm concerned, had denounced Christianity. Now let me be clear. Beyonce in her video, there was the Bible. Look back at it if you don't believe me. And I've spoken on this several times. So anyway, she says that she used the Bible, the pages, the scripture pages, to, what is the word? Hermency.
Yes, white.
To hermency. I don't even want to say it. To take care of hermency. If that's not saying I no longer subscribe to that religion, I don't know what to say to any Christian or any believer, Muslim or any religion. I mean, that's a clear denouncement if you ask me. Now she takes it a step further and she embodies the spirit of Oshun, the goddess of water. And I think she deals with broken hearts and things of that nature. You know, so this is what she's into. Aruba, she is, what is she?
Creole?
She's Creole. So she is a part of this Ifa. You see, where it's like, I don't want to say what it is. I'm just saying where they believe in these 7 or 8 gods. Okay? Now, these gods are not for you to worship like that, but they are segues to relate, to go to for whatever you need, and to find which one you are connected with. So I don't want to really get into much about it because I don't know much about it. I just know about it because I read on it. However, so for all of you Christians that are saying, or whatever religion you may be, I can say this with a surety that Beyonce has given you so many Illuminati signs. Beyonce has stood firm on that, whether she says anything or not. She let you know that she doesn't have that kind of respect for Christianity. Not like that. And certainly not anymore. And her idea of what she feels about the scriptures in the Holy Bible, well, she showed you that in the burial back in the day when she did Drunken Love. Was that it? Whatever that album was. So my question is, this is where it comes to each individual. If you are a Christian, then it's up to you whether you want to listen to Beyonce. Now, as for me, I sat and I listened to a whole album, part 1. Did I find it satanic? Not at all. There were a few songs on there that I really liked. Now, my honest assessment, now this is my opinion. Now, when I really sat down and listened to it, it didn't have no direction. It had no purpose to me. It was just one song after another song with a nice beat, but I didn't hear anything but woman power, you know, the hell with the system. This is what I'm hearing. You know, you don't need a man. Just the same old rantings. And maybe I shouldn't say rant, but that's what it sounds like to me. Now I say this with no hatred or dislike to Beyonce. It is clear that you're either going to love her and support her or you're not. But she's going in a totally new direction. I can say that. I don't know what part 2 and 3 of her album is going to be. I have no idea. I don't even know if she's going to put it out. However, whatever Beyonce does, just understand this about her. As far as Christianity, I don't think that she's subscribed. So, should you follow her? It's up to you. Did I think her music was satanic? Absolutely not. Did I think it was harsh? Yes. Did I think it could even be vulgar? Yes. But no different than what you would hear from anybody else singing today in the world. And that's my opinion. So take it as it resonates with you. You know, I just wanted to just say that I watched it, and I just wanted to make a comment. I think people just didn't understand that Beyonce left Christianity a long time ago. So if you're looking at her to be a Christian and you're calling her a Satan worshiper, or witch, I think you're out of line. That's all I'm saying. That's it. Now, what else I want to talk about is, this is my little ranting day. So my next person that I want to rant about, just about 5 minutes, is Kim Kardashian's with the nude and the boots, the Kanye boots. Okay. Woosah. I don't get it. You just broke up with a man. You just broke up last week. Now, whether or not he was between your legs or not, I don't mean to be vulgar, but now you're out there looking damn near naked with thigh-high boots, flaunting what? The pussy? I don't understand it. You just what? I don't even have words. If I didn't even know any better, I swear I would think this woman didn't have any children. I mean, no, she wasn't naked. No, but you know what? You don't have to be.
I have a comment.
Oh, please.
Yes. What Kim Kardashian left me with after seeing it is, what are you selling? Your body or Kanye's boots?
You know what? You ain't never lied. You're right. Because one minute you love him, the one minute you hate him, one minute you're spewing him, you're defending Pete. Now you bang his boots, or you're not, or you're what? What you doing? Whatever you're doing, you're looking real stank. I don't get it. I know that this is probably out of line, and you know what, maybe this is rated X, and maybe I ought not ask such questions, but I'm just curious. I know this world have a lot of pervs. I know that. Outside of all the pervs. Put all the pervs on the back burner right now. I'm just talking about just straight up men. Men. Straight up. I'm talking about straight men. Just men. Whether you're bisexual or not. How many men, literally, will want to go into that knowing where it's been? I'm just saying, just use your little imagination right now and be proud. Outside of all her money, strip all that away. She still have her look, she still have her body, she's just Kim. How many of you would leave everything you have and be in love with her? Think about that. To be in love with her. Her, yes, her with the boots. Always in the camera. You never have no privacy. You have to walk a chalk line. I can imagine what it's like being with beauty. I can imagine. And the thing is, this beauty princess, she wants a playmate. So if you're going to be with her, you better be pretty much well established, because she wants someone she can play house with. She wants you to go to store with her and go shopping, and it'll be wonderful. We go to CVS. You know what? I'm making jokes, but I get it. You know, it gets lonely at the top. I mean, I don't understand how she's lonely, but I guess where you just want to be with your own friend and your own lover, but everybody's working, but because you're such an elitist, you're so above the rest, it's hard to find somebody that can just hang out. And those that do have it, they still have to work. So, and you thought Pete was that guy, huh? Yeah, no. No, Pete, don't, no, Pete won that career. He said thank you, but Pete won that career. And you know what? You want that career for Pete too. We all do. So leave him alone, okay? Don't mess with him anymore. Leave him alone, Kimberly. Leave him alone. So, what else do I have to say? How am I doing, baby Crone? Am I just talking too much? Am I yippee yamming? I'm lost without you, you know.
No, you're doing great. You're smoothly going through the topics, just hitting on what you gotta say.
Just hitting on them.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but this is Merali. Oh, the YouTuber. What's his name? Oh my God.
Murad Merali.
Whatever his name is, that was having these vulgar X tapes. Okay, you don't know him. I know. A lot of you don't know him.
They would if they watch your channel. He covers pop culture.
Yes, he covers pop culture. I used to find him interesting.
From the UK.
From the UK. He's like an Indian guy. Mm-hmm. It's such a shame for the Indian people. I'm so sorry to say it, but somebody, I don't know who filmed it, who caught it, who did this horrid thing.
It's alleged out there that this was what he would do on Patreon, which is a website you pay for content. So this person is apparently breaking legal rules for posting this online because this is paid content.
Ooh, child, he have his feet in men's mouths, okay, stuffed, okay, and calling them names that we are not allowed to say anymore. One with the word N and the other one with the word F. So we're not supposed to say those words. And he's saying those words. He is, I think it's sadomasochism. If I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. Because you know I'm not into this. I'm just fine. You know, I should read up on things. But this is so bizarre. It's like to read up on it will feel yucky. So bear with me. But I mean, he would do vulgar things. It was so vulgar. Now, honestly, I think that I'm kind of like a tough bird. So if I tell you the things that I saw, forget what he said, I would rate it XXX, honestly. I would rate it. What about you, baby Crone?
Yes, I definitely would rate it on the extreme end.
On the extreme. I never seen anything like it. However, this is one of the things that it has done for me. It makes, you know, I always look at this is horrible, but just let me say, this is the impression that I have. Now, when I think of people like him, like an Indian man or whatever his background is, that's what I put him as Indian. You never think of them doing perverted things like that. You never, you know, just like you never think of a black man being a serial killer, you know. But we're living in a culture now where anybody is subject to do anything. And I ought not even be shocked, but once again, I find myself shocked and appalled because I never, ever, 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 ever thought that a sweet Indian guy from the UK that does his things in the hotel rooms were doing fetishes and things and saying, I am a Frito Bandito. I don't even mean that to be racist. That just came to my mind. What's his name again?
Murad Merali.
And if I don't know his name, it's that my mind can't even. Why? Because I am so disappointed. Mm-hmm. He was one of the guys I followed. I followed him. Oh my God, not like every day, but you know, I always felt that he was fair and he put himself out there. He just seemed like a good Indian boy. And I did think he was a little homosexual. I did think that. But he just seemed so wholesome. Little did I know what he was doing in those hotel rooms. Oh my God. Well, you may not know him, but anyway, they are scrubbing down his page and everything. And honestly, if you seen it, you would gag. Honestly, puke gag, because that's how vulgar it is. And if you don't like those two words with the F and the N, it's there.
And don't forget the C.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's bad. So, and I guess it's bad because it's raw. And it's not filtered. It's like in the act of it and not knowing you're being filmed. Or you doing it because you're being filmed. So it's that kind of raw, if you know what I mean. Well, with that being said, his name again is?
Murad Merali.
If that's not his name, I certainly apologize. I always saw him as the kind Indian man. Now, that's all I got for him. And I talked about Kim and the Boots. I talked about Beyonce. And again, last on Beyonce, I liked her album. I guess I gotta hear the rest of it because honestly, again, it just left me where it had no sequence. Like maybe I don't know because I thought album's supposed to lead you to an end, whatever that is. It's supposed to take you on a ride. Well, I just felt like I was just going back and forth and then spit out at the end, which I did like the end song. So I kind of figured that song, You Can't Save My Soul. I guess the reason why she put that out, number one, my thinking is allegedly the old crone thought is she did it because if you like that, then you would like the rest of it. One of the things that I did notice about the songs too is, she's still singing about love and women power and spiritual and all this, a lot of different things. But one of the things that I did love about it is I love the way that she put old songs, like clips of old songs, not even old songs that you've heard on the radio or hits. Everything that she played was a song that you heard somewhere, and the way she changed the lyrics, it was good. Now, I would have loved to have seen what she would have done with My Milkshake, but that's what happens when you don't talk and you don't go and do everything right. That's what happens when you don't dot every I and cross every T. As Tony Branskin mother would say, from the tutor to the rooter. That's what happens. So I'm sorry that Khalees got a bum deal because I could see where she's going, and it was a homage to them. I'm sorry that Beyonce did not get a chance to call her and they could have fixed that because it was a homage. But right is right, wrong is wrong, and we got to do things right because people do have feelings, whether we agree or not, and so it is. So with that being said, I enjoyed listening to all the little beats and all the things that she mixed up. With all that being said, that was lovely, but all it did was make it all confusing. However, that's just part one. Let's see what she's going to come up with part two. Maybe part one is supposed to be confusing. I don't know. But to me, she talked about pretty much everything that's going on in the industry, what's going on in the world with the girls, and of course what's going on in a marriage, of course that. So with that, me listening to it, I sat through it. I found some songs very entertaining. I thought it was an enjoyable record. However, and I'm not even trying to be sarcastic. If you ask me what was my favorite, do you know I can't tell you? So that lets me know nothing stood out and any, like nothing really stood out. So for it to make it album of the year, I gotta see what she's gonna bring now. Because I listen to an album all the way, and that's something I don't do. But I figure if I'm gonna talk about someone, then let me be clear on what I talk about. And let me be fair, because I really, really like Beyonce, and I had spent money and seen Beyonce in concert. So I like Beyonce, but I'm just standing up now for what is right, and what is wrong. And I just see some things that Beyonce does that's not cool. That's all. But as far as liking her, I like her. I hold her from nothing because she is a great entertainer. Hands down for that. Now, with that being said, is there anything else? I talked about that Pastor Allen Parr, who gave that who sent, he had, at the end of it all, he gave an apology for sending out the picture that Beyonce had sitting on a picture. He didn't even, as I said before, people, church people, if I'm not mistaken, and I say this with assurance because I can prove it by video, Beyonce left Christianity a long time ago. Okay? So when she even did, what was the name of that album? That Drunken Love album? When she turned into Oshun, where the Bible was in the water.
The Lemonade.
The Lemonade, yes. When she did that, that was about what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Who knows how long she had been studying before she presented that to the world. Because when she presented Oshun, she knew exactly who Oshun was. Because she had took on not only the embodiment of Oshun, she took on the characteristics and the color of Oshun. So I don't know how long that she has been in it, but I assure you, I don't think Beyonce practiced Christianity. And if she does, it is not the way that you practice it. And it's not the way that most churches practice it. So, again, just go back and look at that Lemonade. Because to me, if you take the scriptures and you say that and you wipe your mercy, when I was coming up, that was blasphemy. That was like cursing the Holy Spirit. And I know no Christian would ever do that unless they were done with something. That's all I'm saying. And that is no judgment. I'm just trying to open your eyes up, people, if you think that she is a Christian. No. So don't judge her on that. I don't know how clear you can be to make who you are known, that she embodied the personality and the spirit of Oshun. Hands down. Well, with that being said, I hope that was enjoyable. I hope that I covered a lot of ground. I know it was all mixed up, but I hope you enjoyed it. And I know that I did. So, but last one thing about Beyonce. This is just Beyonce time. And I just have this one question. I don't know, I just have a question. Do you think that it's Beyonce's time to make sacrifice? And if it is, will she do, this is my opinion, I don't know, I'm just saying something. Like I believe that Will Smith made a self-sacrifice. Do you think that, because, and I think that this is my own thinking, okay, my conspiracy thinking. I think that Will Smith made a personal let me be the sacrifice because he didn't want anybody else to pay in any way. And I'm wondering, would Beyonce choose to say, hey, I'm going to make myself the sacrifice, or will she choose? And I'm wondering, is this time for, for Beyonce to make a sacrifice? Because there's a lot of chatter going on about Beyonce. And maybe it's always been there, but I've never heard it. And I know because I'm chattering. And if I'm chattering, then there is something in my spirit to chatter about. And little by little, Beyonce is being revealed more and more and more of a Beyonce that maybe we all don't know anymore. Maybe we need to get to know the new Beyonce. The Beyonce that don't take no, the new Beyonce. And the last thing I have to say about, honestly, this is it. The last thing I have to say about Beyonce, this is my opinion. I got on Beyonce so many times about why Beyonce don't speak. This is my opinion. And this is no dig to Beyonce at all. She's not a very good speaker. She's a very good singer, but she is not a very good speaker. And maybe because of it's her accent, I don't know what it is. And she has a very deep voice. So that lets me know that she can be very intimidating when she speaks and when she wants to be heard, okay? So, but Beyonce can sing more gentle than if she were to speak. I just observed that. Now, whenever you hear Beyonce speak, just listen and listen how powerful and dominant and masculine her voice is. Just listen. And when she sings, how it could still be that way, but it's a little edge to it. And I think that's probably one of the reasons why you don't hear her speaking, is because of the masculinity in her voice. It's my opinion, my observation. Don't judge me. Just look at it for yourself. And that's all I have to say. Okay, like I said, I love Beyonce. Now I really like Beyonce, and I just observe her more because I've spent a lot of money on her. And you know what, she's like a Kim. When you spend money on people, you have every right to invest in them and see where your investment's gone. So I'm just looking at my investment right now with the both of them. So anyway, my little crones, my little munchkins, and my little chickens, I hope you really enjoyed it. I did. It was me venting, trying to recap and going on about what I feel about things as I'm doing right now. However, woo, child, it was wonderful talking to you. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed us being together again. I thank you all from wherever you're listening to for following me. Please, thumbs up me. What is this called? Like me. Even if you have to mutter through some of the things I have to say, please like me. And most of all, please subscribe. Not just to the Crone Treasure Chest, just thumbs us up. Thank you. And you have a wonderful, wonderful week until I see you on recap on Wednesday. Ciao.